The ultimate Scary Movie 6 trailer breakdown. Every hidden Easter egg you missed. Let's be real, the current state of horror movies is absolutely thriving. We are living in a golden age of elevated horror from studios like A24, alongside massive blockbuster slasher revivals. But amidst all the trauma allegory indie films and overly serious reboots, there's one massive thing we've all been desperately missing at the theater: a legendary, unapologetic, laugh-out-loud spoof. While modern slashers are dominating the box office, Marlon Wayans just casually broke the internet by leaking the Scary Movie 6 trailer. Honestly, this feels exactly like when Ryan Reynolds accidentally leaked that Deadpool test footage to force the studio's hand. It's chaotic, it's brilliant, and it's exactly the kind of guerrilla marketing this franchise deserves. If you grew up as a massive fan of the Scary Movie franchise, this is a monumental deal. The Wayans brothers, the comedic geniuses who actually built this franchise from the ground up in the year 2000, are finally back after being completely absent for the last 3 installments. We are officially running it back to the golden era of parody. In this massive deep dive, we're going to break down every single returning cast member, analyze every modern horror movie getting roasted, and point out exactly how many hidden Easter eggs were packed into this beautifully chaotic trailer. Grab your popcorn, because no horror movie from the last decade is safe. Let's get into it. The Return of the Kings: Why the Wayans Brothers Matter. It's been 13 long years since the last Scary Movie dropped back in 2013, which, let's face it, was a massive disappointment without the original creators. Considering 13 is the ultimate superstitious horror number, it's almost too fitting that this is the exact year the franchise comes back to life. While everyone online has been referring to it as Scary Movie 6, early reports indicate the film will simply be titled Scary Movie. This makes total sense from a marketing standpoint. It acts as a fresh start and a soft reboot. This is crucial because Marlon, Sean, and Keenan Ivory Wayans haven't been this deeply involved since Scary Movie 2 back in 2001. After Miramax notoriously pushed them out of the franchise they created, the movies undeniably lost their R-rated, fearless edge. Now, Marlon is officially co-penning the script alongside Sean and Keenan, and the tone of this leaked trailer already feels much closer to the unfiltered, boundary-pushing hilarity of the first 2 films. They aren't pulling any punches. The returning cast list is absolutely stacked, reading like a high school reunion for early 2000s comedy legends. We are getting Anna Faris, Cindy Campbell, Regina Hall, Brenda Meeks, Chris Elliott, Hansen, Dave Sheridan, Doofy, Anthony Anderson, Mahalik, and Sherry O'Terry, Gail Hailstorm, all back on screen together. Behind the camera, the film is directed by Michael Tids. If that name sounds familiar to comedy fans, he previously directed A Haunted House and 50 Shades of Black, so he knows exactly how to navigate the hyper-specific spoof space alongside Marlon Wayans. With Miramax and Paramount back in charge and backing the Wayans vision, creative control feels like it's finally back where it truly belongs. The subway scene, a masterclass in visual parody. The trailer opens by immediately taking a massive shot at Scream 6 with a packed New York subway car scene full of iconic IPs. The Scream 6 subway sequence was already incredibly tense and filled with Easter eggs, making it the absolute perfect template for a Scary Movie parody. But because this is the Wayans universe, every recognizable villain has a hilarious, legally distinct slight alteration. If you pause and look closely during the wide panning shots, the background details are incredible. The costume department went crazy here. Jason Voorhees, instead of the intimidating, blood-red triangle on his hockey mask, he's rocking a giant, sad red frowny face. Leatherface, Bubba is wearing his standard, terrifying misformed skin mask, but his bloody butcher's apron is styled up with a formal black tuxedo tie, making him look like he's heading to a gruesome prom. The cameos, lurking in the dimly lit background, you can spot knockoff versions of Pennywise the Clown, Pinhead, Chucky, Michael Myers, and Jigsaw. The Jigsaw inclusion is especially ironic and hilarious, considering Scary Movie 4 dedicated its entire plot to spoofing Saw. Deep horror cuts. This isn't just for casual fans. The creators threw in Easter eggs for hardcore horror nerds. There's a man in a yellow turtleneck directly referencing the original 1970s Wicker Man, a knockoff Babadook reading a pop-up book, a guy holding a pickaxe, My Bloody Valentine, and someone brooding in a reflective black fisherman's trench coat. I know what you did last summer. You can even spot a generic, haunting white mask that heavily references the Purge franchise or the classic 1960s French film Eyes Without a Face. The set decoration and production design are just as funny as the characters. The digital subway line map shows the train running from Woodsville to Elm Street. Woodsville is obviously a play on Woodsboro from the Scream franchise, combined with a clear nod to Freddy Krueger's stomping grounds. In the background of the subway car, there's an advertisement poster for an OK Bloomer florist and another highly topical transit sign that reads, "Stop banning books, except Harry Potter." The Ghostface reveal on the train is pure gold. As the tension builds, we find out the killer is actually the killer AI doll M3GN, who removes her Ghostface mask to reveal herself in a ridiculous, layered sequence that feels straight out of Leslie Nielsen's The Naked Gun playbook. Where are Cindy and Brenda now? Let's be honest, you cannot have a scary movie without the unparalleled chemistry of Cindy Campbell and Brenda Meeks. Anna Faris and Regina Hall are the beating heart of this franchise. Anna Faris's Cindy gets a brilliant, hyper-paranoid introduction that completely spoofs Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode from the 2018 Halloween reboot. Instead of her usual naive demeanor, Cindy has long, unkempt graying hair, thick glasses, and is fully ready for a tactical war. Her suburban home is completely overrun with excessive security cameras, heavy artillery, and random mannequins set up for target practice right on her front lawn. And of course, in classic, overly dramatic Cindy fashion, she's going absolutely crazy trying to protect her child, treating every single minor inconvenience like a life-or-death horror movie scenario. Then we get Regina Hall's Brenda. Her reintroduction is a laugh-out-loud spoofing of Octavia Spencer's titular character from Ma. You can see a quick, chaotic shot of her dropping a massive tray of brightly colored Jell-O shots, just like Ma supplying sketchy alcohol to underage teenagers in a basement. Later in the trailer, Brenda also sports a shiny, doofy star pinned to her chest during a tense scene that clearly spoofs Scream 5, where the new generation of survivors gathers in a living room to figure out who is behind the new Ghostface mask. Shorty's legacy, moving from What's Up to Twitch streams. One of the funniest running gags in the trailer perfectly updates the franchise's technology for the 2020s. It involves a Kai Cenat Twitch stream spoof. It perfectly evolves the classic, iconic, "What's up" rotary phone call from the original 2000 movie into the chaotic, loud modern streaming era. But wait, where is the original Shorty? Above Brenda's fireplace, there is a beautifully tacky memorial plaque dedicated to him. It features a red 8-ball, a massive golden bong, and a framed picture of him yelling, "What's up?" Yes, it looks like Shorty actually tragically, and probably hilariously, died in the Scary Movie universe between films. Instead of playing his original character, Marlon Wayans seems to be playing Shorty's son. This is a brilliant, meta callback to Scream 5 and Scream 6, which focused heavily on Randy Meek's legacy being passed down to his film nerd niece and nephew. Shorty's son is even wearing his dad's iconic golden pot leaf necklace to honor his memory. During his introduction, Eminem's "Without Me" plays loudly in the background, a great nod to the Ghostface return and possibly setting up an 8 Mile spoof reminiscent of the iconic rap battle scene from Scary Movie 3. Non-stop modern horror spoofs. No franchise is safe. The sheer volume of movies getting roasted in this new installment is staggering. Over the last decade, horror has taken itself very seriously, which means the Wayans have an absolute goldmine of material to work with. Based on the rapid-fire trailer clips, Scary Movie 2026 will be taking aim at Sinners, The Substance, Wednesday, Weapons, Longlegs, Terrifier 3, Ma, Halloween 2018, M3GN, Get Out, Smile, Everything Everywhere All at Once. The best callouts and jokes from the trailer. Terrifier 3, we get an incredibly accurate, high-budget recreation of Art the Clown in his terrifying Santa outfit. But instead of handing out bloody body parts to unsuspecting kids like in the notoriously gory Real movie, the child in the spoof unwraps an actual, cartoonish ticking time bomb. Look closely in the background of this bloody scene. The creators actually got Terrifier producer Michael Levy and legendary horror icon Felissa Rose from the cult classic Sleepaway Camp to make a cameo. Get Out, the psychological horror of Jordan Peele's masterpiece, gets the Wayans treatment. Shorty's son is hypnotized and sinks into the dark void of the sunken place. But instead of desperately scratching the leather chair in terror, he casually starts pulling the cotton stuffing out of the armrests to aggressively plug his ears so he doesn't have to listen to the villain's monologue. Wednesday and Scream. A new ghost face approaches a brooding goth girl named Tuesday. This is a layered, genius pop culture joke. Jenna Ortega blew up playing Wednesday Addams, but she also starred as the opening kill survivor in Scream 5. The scene uses her deadpan Wednesday persona to parody her Scream 5 opening scene, which was itself already a legacy parody of Drew Barrymore in the original 1996 Scream. It's parodyception. Sinners and new promos. There's a quick flash referencing Ryan Coogler's upcoming vampire movie Sinners, where Brenda is apparently taking on the role of Annie. Recent promo images also showed a scene featuring Tuesday, Sarah, Brenda, and Cindy teaming up, hinting at a massive female-led ensemble sequence. Weapons. A group of trick-or-treating kids are seen running down a suburban street in a strict V formation, just like the creepy kids in the movie Weapons. Right after, Shorty's son hangs out of a window and yells his dad's iconic line from the first movie, "Run, bitch, run," right before a kid dressed as a mummy gets completely obliterated by a speeding car. The sudden vehicular manslaughter of an innocent bystander is a classic, top-tier scary movie running gag. Long legs. Chris Elliott triumphantly returns to the franchise. Yes, he still has his grotesque, good hand from Scary Movie 2. He appears alongside SNL's Heidi Gardner and Damon Wayans Jr. in a washed-out, deeply unsettling set that perfectly spoofs the viral, creepy aesthetic of the recent indie hit Longlegs. Returning fan favorites and chaotic fight choreography. The nostalgia doesn't stop with the main cast. Sherry O'Terry is back as the ruthless reporter Gail Hailstorm, still wearing her signature bright red news anchor blazer. Amazingly, she is reunited with Doofy. If you remember, Doofy and Gail drove off together at the very end of the first movie after Doofy revealed he was the mastermind. Does it make sense that Doofy is still faking his voice and acting like Doofy decades later in private? No. Does logic or continuity matter in this franchise? Absolutely not. Lachlan Monroe, who played the aggressively toxic jock Greg in the first film, is magically back, this time playing a cop. This is despite the fact that he died hilariously and violently in the high school bleachers in the original movie. John Abrahams, who played Cindy's boyfriend Bobby, also returns, wrapped up in a creepy, face-stretching smile spoof. One of the wildest, most visually impressive action sequences shown in the trailer is Cindy fighting Ghostface. It's an insane, high-octane mashup of the multiverse-hopping everything everywhere all at once, with Cindy using some wildly inappropriate NSFW objects as weapons, just like the fanny pack fight, mixed with pristine, slick John Wick gun fu choreography. Finally, the trailer wraps up with a hospital sequence parodying Scream 5. A patient is bleeding out, but the doctors completely refuse to help because they are strictly on break. A random guy in the background is eating exactly 7 hot dogs, another deep-cut weapons reference. To top it off, legendary comedian Kim Wayans makes an appearance wearing a nurse name tag that literally just says Ratchet. It's a brilliant double joke, nodding to the terrifying villain from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest while also just casually calling her Ratchet. Final thoughts. June 2026 can't come fast enough. This trailer was packed with so much chaotic, unhinged energy, and it genuinely feels like the comedic magic of the early 2000s is finally back. With the Wayans family back behind the wheel writing the jokes, Scary Movie looks completely ready to reclaim its throne as the undisputed king of parody films. The movie is currently scheduled to hit theaters on June 12, 2026. If this leaked trailer is anything to go by, no modern horror movie, no matter how critically acclaimed, is safe from getting absolutely roasted. What was your favorite Easter egg from the trailer? Did you spot any background jokes in the subway scene that we missed? Let's talk about it.